Today we're going to read along Walk to Water, Chapter 10. You will complete your Chapter 10 student guide. Here is another picture of what Naya's village might look like. With your packet out, you will notice that we are Xing off the Chapter 10 summary. You'll complete the rest of the page, including the definition, your sentence with the word, and the 3 reading questions. Revived, brought them back to health, healed. Ravaged, severely damaged. Receding, gradually diminish or move back. So you can see these pictures of the trees is showing receding. Pause the video if you need more time. Make sure to complete your sentence using the word. Here are our Chapter 10 reading questions. The first one is, how do you think the visitors will find water in a spot between the trees when Naya has never seen water there before? The second thing is, we will want to be thinking as we're reading Chapter 10 that Selva wonders to himself if he would have given water to dying men if he were older. Based on what you know about his character, like who he is, what do you think he would have done? And the third question you will answer after reading is, why did the strangers rob the group and shoot Uncle? What do you think their purpose for doing this is? Make sure you read Chapter 10, come back, and we'll go over a few of the answers. The first question I want to go through specifically with you is number 3. I would set up my response like this. The strangers robbed the group and shot Uncle for many different reasons. First of all, and then write your response. Write your first reason why you think this happened. Then add another sentence with something like "in addition" and give your second reason. These are transition phrases that help you use phrases that move your writing and give more examples in just a different way than saying first and second. Page 63 of your text would be very helpful to reread to give you these answers. Make sure you respond, and then I'm going to move on with some other things to think about. Pause the video if you need more time. Today I want to spend some time discussing character traits with you. Character traits are really descriptions of a person. So you might think of somebody as friendly, funny, brave, nosy, respectful, serious, etc. And I want to show you this video that gives a little bit of insight with character traits.
There's a lot of characters in books, TV shows, movies. Let me introduce you to one.
I'm a character in a book. I drop the action, take a good look. Characters can be human, yeah, or we could be sharks. And I don't mean West Side Story. Characters all have traits, alright. Descriptive adjectives that tell you what we're like. Kayla is clever with her quick wit. Lewis is a loyal lad I like to roll with. Sometimes narrators tell you directly what we're like. You get me? Like the lion is cowardly. Hello? Most writers don't tell, though they show. That means they'll tell you indirectly through our words, actions, and thoughts too. And how other characters react to us. Make inferences based on everything above.
I'm just a character, I'm in a book. I have traits, and you can figure them out if you take a little extra look. Come on! I'm a character, and if you want to know my traits, look at the text and analyze what I think, what I do, what I feel, what I say, the way I'm treated and described. I'm a character, and if you wanna know my traits, look at the text and analyze what I think, what I do, what I feel, what I say, the way I'm treated and described.
Yo, I just read a book, it was fabulous. Here's how I do character analysis. I read a story about Greta, and she's sneaky, untrustworthy, dishonest. Believe me, how do I know this about Greta? It's easy, I use evidence from the text I'm reading. So I analyze, what does she do? Well, she once broke her sister's phone after school. Did she confess? Nah, she lied. She said it was already cracked when I came inside. What are her thoughts? Well, the author describes her mind and what's going on inside. It's not that she's full of hate, but she tries to control people and manipulate them. Like, take this quotation: Greta thought she could trick her friend Jason into doing her homework on vacation. How do others react to Greta? Well, when Jason knew he was being used, he stopped walking with Greta after school. Sue Ping got tricked by Greta too. Now she's hanging out with a new crew, Toodaloo. Based on all this evidence, it's clear to me that Greta's untrustworthy and sneaky.
I'm a character, and if you wanna know my traits, look at the text and analyze what I think, what I do, what I feel, what I say, the way I'm treated and described. I'm a character, and if you wanna know my traits, look at the text and analyze what I think, what I do, what I feel, what I say, the way I'm treated and described.
All right, so let's think about Selva. You could set up a page like this in just a notebook that you have at home. In your red folder, reading notebook would be ideal. So let's think about who Selva is and what character traits are related to him. So on the first thing that I think would be easier, even though this chart starts with evidence and page number, I would start by thinking about just who is Selva. So I know that Selva is determined, hardworking, kind, loyal. We could think of a lot more words to describe his character. So that would go right here. I could think of more words too, but let's just start with a few. Then think about where in the book this evidence backs up your idea of his character trait. So here is where you're going to want to review in the pages before, and you would write something like page, whatever you find, to help determine why is Selva determined. And then in this column, you're going to want to explain more. So let's say we find a reference that shows that he is determined. For instance, Selva continued to walk after Mariel's devastating death. He knew he had to keep moving forward. So something like this would expand on why we say he's determined, and the page number would reinforce this happening in the book. And you would do this for a few of the character traits that you came up with. Try to do at least 2 on your own. Then do the same thing for Naya. You will set up a similar chart just with the page that says Naya. Think about, who is she? I would start in the middle. What words come to mind when you think of Naya? And then look in your text. Where is evidence of this? And expand on it. We're going to talk more in class about this. You can get started with, and we'll see what you come up with.